Welcome back to our 45th web programming tutorial. Now in this video we're going to do a little bit more with variables. So I want to create a few x, y and z, and from here I'm going to create little values for them. X equals 10, y equals 2, and now here we're going to do what we haven't ever done before, is we're going to use z to equal x plus y. So what you're seeing here is that we're adding together variables, and this is a very, very important part of all programming. And what I can do, I can show you what this does. Don't know why that's there, but document.write, and we'll have z print out on screen. And if we run this through, we've got 12. So as we all know, that's correct. But we're not just limited to using the plus. We can use the minus, which will get us the value of 8. You can even use times. If we save this, get 20. And obviously we can now use divide if we can use times, which winds up with a 5. And probably the most interesting one that we'll deal with, which is always interesting considering in all programming languages have it, but I honestly hate it, the percentage sign, or modulus. Now, I'm going to run this through and you'll see what happens. It's got 0, so obviously we're not getting what we want at the moment. Okay, so how do we get, why is this returning 0? The modulus value, sorry, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. The modulus value takes the number on the left hand side of it, in this case 10, and then the number on the right hand side of it, which is y, and it divides 10 by 2, and then it, as you've noticed before, when we do a divide, it returns a value of 5. But when we use modulus, it returns the remainder of the divided by. So in this case it's 0, but if we were to put an 11 here and save it and run it through, we end up with a 1, because 11 divided by y is 5.5, and which means that there's a 1 remainder. I don't know, that might have been a bit confusing, but just remember that it will modulus will divide the numbers perfectly, and then it will leave if there's any decimals or anything like that left over, it will round it up to the last safe value. So I hope that that's cleared it up. I feel as though I might have said something a little bit wrong. And just to sum up, well, just to finish off, I've gone back to a divide, and now we get 5.5. Now that's because, again, with var, it's a double, it's a string, it's an integer, it's every form of data type. It's just the good thing is that JavaScript knows which one we want to use. In other programming languages, you'll have to remember things like string, int, double, float, boolean. There's lots of different values that you have to remember. But in this, in JavaScript, they've simplified to just var. So anyway, that's all we're going to cover in this video. If there's any issues with it, or you feel I haven't explained something as well as you'd like, just leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.